Perfect, it's working.
Making a change here. Giddy's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his third season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Here's Buzelis. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Trey Jones is checked in for the Bulls.
Substitution on the court.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Guerschon Yabusele is out there with Okoro. Then it's MP. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Ivey in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here is Smith, still without a basket.
That's what you call playing with passion and getting after it, Jalen Smith.
And Towns throws it down.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
MP finds Ivey. Inside, now MP. Pass to Yabusele. To the left side wing. Okoro, wide open, he fires. Connects from three-point range.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Towns, the pass to Robinson. Over in the corner, McBride. Here's Shamet. Rebound by Smith. Ivey on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado. Ivey with the bucket.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
Knicks trail by 17, and the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
MP kicks to Ivey. MP sets the screen for Ivey. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Zach Collins checked in for Yabusele. And then for New York, Bridges is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report.
We know Jalen Smith wants to be around that offensive window. You've got to check this guy out.
Buzelis is checked in for Smith. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Towns. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Miles McBride. Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. MP against Bridges. Ivey, no one around him. The three-pointer is right on target. Ivey's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got his first points in this one.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Collins, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bridges outside. Anunoby outside. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Back to MP. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ivy passes to MP. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Brunson has it in the corner. Kept alive. Robinson. Can't hit that one.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Well, right now for the Bulls, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in it.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the New York Knicks. And that is...
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
Drills it from outside. MP's got 24.
MP looking solid from there.
Brunson with a clean look. Brunson with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on. This roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
And here is Hart, following the three-pointer by MP. Hart the pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Here's Towns. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and
the backboard thus far.
Outside Collins. Bulls moving the ball around. Ivy kicks to MP. Pass to Okoro. 4 on the shot clock. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Hart. No scoring in this one.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
And there's Buzelis on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And nothing is falling for him right now.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Down low, here's Collins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Anunoby has the open look. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Hart. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Here's Brunson. Plenty of space. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Chicago.
And here's MP for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
MP with a screen on Hart. Pass to Ivy. Good on the triple. Ivy's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And stolen by MP. And he makes good on the layup. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
For New York, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Now, here's MP. 32 points in the game.
All night. He just won't let up.
23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. MP against Brunson. And stolen by MP. From outside the arc. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in.
For the Bulls, Nick Richards comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And MP subbed in for Jones. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Nick Richards out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's MP. And it's Simons in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Brunson. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
The Bulls have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. The 3 from MP. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And the Bulls making a change. Good, another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game with 3-point shots made. And it's Hart on the follow.
Josh Hart just scrapping for the second chance opportunity.
And here's MP for 10x again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting.
We call that, folks, the stop and pop. Jalen Brunson with the pull-up J.
They get the rebound. Pass to MP. From the arc. And again for 3.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another make.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a good, another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And the rejection by Smith. The tray. MP, no good. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Substitution for the Bulls. Nick Ricker. Patrick Williams.
Here's Brunson. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win. All right, Dominic, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
outspoken rookie.
Hey, my.
Ain't ready, MP.
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great.
Hey, there he is. My
It's good, MP.
be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, BA. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
And the starting group for Chicago. Isaac Okoro is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Jaden Ivey. Then it's MP. And it's Collins in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Towns. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Collins. From deep, MP. Hits a three-pointer. MP's got 6.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. 6-point game. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And the basket by MP.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
MP's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. And the Knicks with the possession here, following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Towns on a screen. The 3! It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Knocks down the triple.
That makes them 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And an Obi for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Bridges. He really had an off game against the Bulls. Outside Anunoby. No good on the 3. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run. And here's MP from outside. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far in this one. Outside Anunoby. Pure from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate outside shooter.
And here's MP from outside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
A new lineup here for New York. And the Bulls also making a change. Giddey's checked in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Standing just under 7 feet, Zach Collins puts that size to work out there.
Always looking for his next rebound or just a point-blank bucket. Collins knows that his physicality is what he has to bring to the floor, and he operates mostly in the paint.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. 51 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside McBride, 5 on the clock. And again, the Knicks missing.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
MP, the pass to Collins. Kicks it out to MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Knicks trail by 19. Outside McBride. Pass to Clarkson. New York again can't hit. And so MP will bring it up for Chicago. Lets the three fly. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Takes a step back. Clarkson. Good work there as it goes.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
MP way outside. And so it's MP making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be back in a moment. Chicago making some changes. Buzelis is checked in for Yabusele. Okoro comes in for Giddey. And MP subbed in for Jones. And the Bulls also making a change. Giddey's checked in. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 33.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
On the court for the Bulls, they've got Isaac Okoro, Josh Giddey out there with MP. Then there's Jalen Smith, and it's Buzelis in at the power forward position. From deep, MP, another three for Chicago.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you guys.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Jacks up a three, and Clarkson with the three. Clarkson's got 7 points. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. New York also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hart. Mikal Bridges comes in for Shamet. And Brunson is subbed in for Clarkson. Brunson passes to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Giddey. Okoro on the wing. Back to MP. Launches it. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
New York has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Josh Hart's checked in for Towns. And a change for the Bulls. Ivy's checked in for Giddey. 1:57 left in the second quarter. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch.
From deep, MP. And again for three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
From deep, MP hits yet again. Wow! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, MP. Good! Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Outside McBride. There's the triple. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
From behind the arc. Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for third place in most threes in a game. Screen by Bridges. Shot from 12. Another one falls for New York.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
And here's MP from outside again. What an avalanche.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's Chicago, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Well, their defense has been SOF capital T. Like, what's softer than toilet paper, Kenny?
What?
And circling back to the... Glad you could join us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Now let's head over to the sideline for a report on Mitchell Robinson. What are they telling you, Allie?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Knicks. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so...
And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Hart passes to Brunson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Brunson's got 13.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of...
Connects again from distance.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Now here's Hart. Outside Brunson. Fires the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. From deep, MP. The Knicks with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. Towns on a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. The offensive rebound. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
And here's MP from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges passes to Brunson. No good with the triple. Bulls leading by 23. From outside the arc. And again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Yes, it's good. Brunson's got 15 points.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
For the Knicks, Porty comes in for Hart, and it's McBride in for Anunoby. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. From deep, MP. Good. He hits again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Porty. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. Brunson missing again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks? And got it! Another basket!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81,
and another one!
That puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Fires for 3. He got it again! Sensational!
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, the defense throws everything at him, but he still scores.
81, equaling Kobe's scintillating game back in 2006. Just incredible to see it matched once again.
From downtown, and good! There's another!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game we'll be talking about for decades. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And we return to the action as the single game. New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Josh Hart's checked in for Dadier. Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Then for Chicago, Richards is checked in for Smith. And MP subbed in for Jones. On the court for the Bulls, Nick Richards out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then it's MP. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Giddey in its shooting guard. And the basket by MP.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here. And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Sinks the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
For 3, Bridges. Richards pulls it in. And here's MP from outside. Another one goes! Incredible!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
MP lays claim to one of sports' all-time records, passing the Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point mark. I never thought I'd see the day.
So no problem. As always, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll...
MP, right here, right here. No, no, right here. Right here. Come on, MP.
Wow, Frank. Somewhere an angel just got their way.
Hey, I just texted.
Starting at point guard, standing.
Well, we got just a few games, Tim, in the books. Is it too early to come to major conclusions with what we've seen so far?
Well, Kevin, I know off of these early results, we want to go ahead and jump to later in the year. And that's the nature of the job. People want to know, and they want us to evaluate and predict. But an awful lot is going to change in this league for all of these teams over the next several months.
Can't wait to watch it. Let's go to the sideline now to hear more about that amazing performance MP had.
Well, we thought no one would ever top Wilt's 100 points in a game record. We were wrong. He went into triple digits recently, setting a new single-game scoring record. People are calling it the best performance in sports history. Unreal stuff, guys.
It was pretty unbelievable. We're sitting here stunned. Thank you. A look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with George. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Is this guy fun to watch or what? Maxey putting on a show with that ball handling display.
And, Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Over Buzelis, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
Takes a 3, and it's MP with a 3. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Maxey passes to George. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
The 3 from MP, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, George. 3-pointer. They get it back. Back to Maxey. The 3 ball. The shot's good on the assist by George. Maxey's got 5 now.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year. Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
The three from George. The 76ers another three.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, here's MP. And he just worked New York in that last game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's George. Maxey, no good. And here's MP for three. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow's checked in, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. MP, good.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. George passes to Drummond. Back to George. Shoots. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
76ers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Pass to Barlow. From deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now, here's Maxey. Tries the spin move. No good off the front iron. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 5. For Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Gershon Yabusele. Okoro comes in for Anfernee Simons. And MP subbed in for Trey Jones. Then for the 76ers, Oubre is checked in for Edwards. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes. And Maxey subbed in for Cameron Payne. Buzelis out there with Smith. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then it's MP. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Now, MP. After Kelly Oubre missed from long range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Barlow. And he comes up with the deuce. Barlow's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you guys.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Hits it from three-point range.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim, doesn't want to just chuck up Jays.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Drills the three-pointer.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Edgecombe's got 6 in the quarter.
Waiting until the last second to release that. What a move.
MP, no good. The 76ers trail by 10. Oubre dishes to Drummond. To the left wing. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. MP right side. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some serious shooting. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers. They didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Bulls.
I like what they're doing in transition.
And that'll do it for half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Drummond in at center.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Another three for Chicago.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Wide open shot is on the money. Maxey's got 13 points.
Well, that's beautiful work by Maxey. He got the screen, read it properly, and then he attacked.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. And now we have a moment to recognize the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Maxey in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. 16 points for him.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And here's MP, and again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Drummond with a screen on MP. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Maxey against MP. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. A nice shot by George.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Smith checked in for Buzelis. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. George, no good. Chicago leading by 19. The 3 from MP. And another one falls. Amazing.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. And in fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Collins. And the 76ers also making a change. Barlow's checked in. And here's MP for the good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And George kicks to Oubre. 6 to shoot. Pass to Grimes. The 3 from George. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 9-1 run. MP looking around. And again for 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Grimes. Can't nail the jumper.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
And he's checked in for Chicago. MP comes in for Trey Jones. Here's Edgecombe. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Outside, Maxey. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Josh Giddey is out there with MP. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Williams at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. There's the triple. Maxey, no good.
He's been way off the mark in this 2nd half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Maxey passes to Oubre. The 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Another miss by Maxey.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot.
And another one falls.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Dash to Edgecombe. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now.
Another bucket! Wow!
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Maxey attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, look at that burst that time by Maxey, changing gears to get it done.
The 3 from MP, and the Bulls another 3.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
From deep, George, another 3 for Philadelphia.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
And that one's good. MP.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Second chance shot, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Launches it, and good! There's another.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
'60 is.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA act. And while it's maybe too early in the year to get a true sense of the league's pecking order, Stan, when does that start to take shape?
Well, not for a while. Once all the teams have played each other and we've seen all the possible matchups, then we'll start to get a better idea.
Now, the starting group for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And a Champagnian power forward. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Over his career, Fox has increased his three-point attempts, gotten much more comfortable with his jumper.
From deep, MP. He buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Fox. And he drives in over MP. And it's Fox missing. Ivy against Fox. Ivy passes to MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
A great organization. Okay, Shams, thank you. San Antonio with the ball, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Pass to Fox. The 3 is up, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Takes the 3, and again it's MP with a 3. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Wembanyama, screen on Ivy. Castle for 3. Out of bounds, it'll be Bulls ball. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. Victor Wembanyama.
The moment this guy steps on the hardwood, you know what time it is. Offense, defense, transition, it doesn't matter where the game goes. He's going to be the one dominating things.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. So it's Chicago now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
San Antonio with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Wembanyama. Launches a 3, and Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Wembanyama.
And it's a great sign that Johnson's making threes. That really helps his team.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
They get it again. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
And folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
Yeah, MP is clearly amongst the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
The Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Barnes in for Champagnie. Johnson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
From deep, MP. Barnes with the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Fox. Fires from deep. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
From deep, MP. Drains the triple. MP's got 27.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
And here's Fox with 1 on the clock. Cornette with the bucket.
attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls up. Okoro is checked in for Simons. Ivy comes in for Giddey. And MP subbed in for Jones. San Antonio also making some changes. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. Down low. Here's Vassell. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Well, Stan, one thing the Bulls know they have to improve is their interior defense.
Well, B.A., look. Last year, the Bulls right at the bottom in opponents' points in the paint. They've got to form a functional wall and keep intruders at bay.
So, on the floor for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. MP making the long-range connection.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Now here's Fox. Last game, 26 points for him. It's deflected.
When Smith is out there, that is what this team needs from him. Rim
and again for 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Fox, the pass to Cornette. Now Castle. And the layup is good off the glass.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back over to you.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Fox against MP. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Pass to MP. Here's the 3. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Fox against MP. Fox right side. Goes up from the top of the key. Smith with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Ivy passes to MP. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. It'll be the first of 5 games in a row at home. Vassell finds Fox. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
I just love the energy that Fox brings to the game. He's been unbelievable scoring it tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep, MP. MP rips one from long range.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Back to Fox. With 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man,
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Isaac Okoro is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's MP. And it's Ivy in a shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. No problems knocking that one down. Fox has got 22 points. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters. Well, Fox is just so quick to the ball. And then, of course, he has a finisher's mentality.
Back to MP. Rebounded by Castle.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, so often Vassell will rise and fire, but that time he puts it on the floor and makes something happen.
Okoro passes to MP. Beyond the arc. Another one falls. Amazing.
Putting on a scoring clinic.
Hey, it's become an old habit. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
Think about this. This is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And so here is Chicago. They held a 12-point lead earlier and stay on this Chicago front office. And again for 3.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 11. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Let's go with a 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
MP scanning the floor. Yet another bucket.
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. 1:51 left in the third. Left side, Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Look at who. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Spurs trail by 14. Fox outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades and shoots. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, there's no quit in Johnson's game. He plays with great energy.
Now here's Smith. From deep, MP. Rebounded by Castle. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. San Antonio moving the ball around. And it's Fox missing. Chicago leading by 12. Here's MP. MP leaking out and executing.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Three-pointer, Fox knocks it down from distance. Fox has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
A nice shot by Smith.
Well, as a big man, Smith is expecting contact. So when it comes, it's no surprise.
What a finish inside from Fox.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And so it's And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is...
So both teams changing it up here. Vassell finds Fox. Off target with the 3. Bulls leading by 5. On the court for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit?
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
MP fires. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Castle. Fox. He drills the wide open jumper.
Well, he's been a clutch player of the year. Fox lives for the big moments.
MP. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
San Antonio's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. Wembanyama. Wow, Victor takes it to him inside.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
MP outside. From downtown. And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Fox fires. Oh, it misses. Chicago leading by 8. MP. Wembanyama there for the rebound. 1:15 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Castle. Fox fires. Oh, no good. Fox against MP. MP getting it done inside.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Bulls.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Fox. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. MP outside. Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes in a game. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. A competitive game, you have to feel. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us.
for MP is tough.
All right, MP, everybody knows you as a baller. Tell us something.
Well, I'm going up against another pretender.
At shooting guard, at 6'6" number 27.
Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end. To the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it too. He wants in that game badly.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Buzelis. Jaden Ivey is out there with MP. Then it's Collins, and it's Okoro in its small forward. Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
As you know, one of the big stories in this game is the battle for an all-star guard spot. I asked MP how much weight he put on making the all-star team, and he said, it's very important for me to be a leader on this team and in this league. Guys, MP sounds like he's on a mission.
He sure does. Thank you.
How about the confidence right there by young MP just stepping right into that three?
Harris inside. Pass to Cunningham, and stolen by Ivy, and now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. The three from MP. Another three for Chicago.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now Herter. Here is Harris. They need this. Collins grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Thunder. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Chicago, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
Here is Harris, coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And a wide-open look for MP. And the Bulls, another 3.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
So the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And here's MP for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 21.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Asar Thompson is out there with Holland. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Stewart checked in for Duncan Robinson. Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A 3 from MP. Drains it from beyond the arc. 27 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Offensive rebound. Cunningham for 3. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Fires from deep. Detroit, no good that time either.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in...
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
We all have big expectations for MP, and he's crushing it. Lets his game do the talking. I'd like to see that from a young player.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Detroit Pistons.
They're getting steamrolled.
Thanks for joining us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. On the court for Chicago to start the 4th. They've got Jaden Ivey. Patrick Williams is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Fires for 3. Rebound, Detroit. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Robinson passes to Jenkins for the 3. Rebound by Williams. Chicago leading by 18. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Chicago making a switch here. Launches a three, connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And the foul called on him. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. Jennifer, thank you.